So just noticing that leg and allowing it to do what it's doing. And let me know if you notice any changes or any new sensations, any feelings.
It's lessened, and it's not just the leg, but just I felt in that area, my body just is relaxing.
Good.
Like the tension is, it's almost what I hear is, oh, like a sigh, like it's as if it can relax.
That's right. Because oftentimes when we start being with our body, we can do it. And I know, I remember I did it this way too for a long time, and still do sometimes, where it's kind of like this, almost like a conceptual, okay, I'll let you be as you are. But then there's this subtle kind of judgment or wishing it would change, or wanting to control it. And so it's like fine-tuning that and noticing the parts that are being with it, but actually not really wanting it to be there, like resisting it, right? And so you just notice that. So as you open to an uncomfortable sensation in your body, there's going to be many layers to it. And so possibly what just happened was that as I spoke with you and also brought my own awareness, and the group is bringing awareness too, possibly to their right leg, that kind of affects the field and the capacity of the field to hold space for that movement, and you benefit from that. So how's the solar plexus now?
It's also more relaxed. I'm able to actually breathe deeper.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's softening. It's I guess the best word I can use is just a relaxing of all the muscles and the whole area and the energy. Everything's just calmed down.
Yeah. And I'm also feeling kind of, it's almost like this, the passage in the center, the central column just seems to be clear, and there's like fluid energy moving up and down.
I feel that. I feel it's opened, whereas before it was blocked and just tense and tight and resistant.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the key things when you're being with feeling like this, Patricia, is that sometimes when we're feeling something, we also name it and evaluate it. So when you said, oh, it feels blocked, we don't know that it's blocked. Sometimes an energy feels intense, but that's actually because there's so much energy running through there. So just be careful about the mind coming in with its interpretation. Like even when you say the word resistance, is it resisting, or is it just that the energy tap is turned up and it's going through this hose and it's just feeling more pressure because the hose isn't used to having that much energy move through? So I guess just be very careful to not add on to this just pure kind of innocent feeling of what is moving through, without any kind of add-on at all, any kind of idea of what might be happening. And that it takes time, granted, but that would be something that I would be a little bit careful about. Even saying things like, I'm not getting anywhere, or I'm stuck. Do we know that for sure? We don't know that. Sometimes the system, when you open a little bit of the system, a lot starts coming through, and it doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong or the system's doing anything wrong. So what I'm saying is the degree of sensation that you're feeling doesn't mean you're going backwards or that things aren't going right. It just means that that's what you're being asked to feel right now. How does that land for you?
It makes sense, because that is also something that I struggle with is the labeling. And my mind gets into that obsessive where, we have to call it something, and this is not good, and it's not right, and it's all that judgment.
That's right.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And the final thing that I would want to say, and it probably applies to everybody, we don't have to try to feel. Essentially, feeling is happening already. We are sensory beings. So we're just kind of leaning back and noticing what's already happening, which is feeling, just pure feeling. Nothing added, nothing, no explanations. It's just the system is feeling. And so it's kind of disconnecting the mental add-ons from the sensory experience as much as you possibly can, I think can be really helpful as well.
Thank you. I have a better understanding, a new understanding of.
Yeah, and it feels like the system is more open and relaxed, and kind of, as you said, like this sigh of relief.
Yes.
This isn't as hard as I thought it needed to be.
Or as hard as I'm making it to be.
Right. Yeah, because when we hear this invitation to just allow our feelings and sensations to be as they are, we take it on as a task. There's something that we have to do and work hard at. But actually, the more accurate teaching would be to just lean back and to see that sensation is already happening, and we don't need to try to sense. We just we're more than anything just to rest and to receive the sensory information that's moving through all on its own. So it's more effortless than we think, but then of course us human beings always make things harder than it needs to be.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate your question and your willingness to explore together.